John chapter 9, Jesus heals a man born blind. And that man is asked the question, how did Jesus open your eyes? And Alita Millette is a ministry assistant here at Cross of Christ. She has been for a while. If you haven't met Alita, I'm glad you're getting to see her now and meet her. She does so much for at Cross of Christ, meaning and us building relationships with one another and being there for one another. So Alita serves and supports the Sunshine Tea Group, the Merrill Gardens and Enclave, and the ministry to those homes, the senior lunch, the card club. She's very involved and is a great blessing to many, Alita, you are, and the work that you do with love. So I'd love for you to tell people why is it that you do what you do?
Well, it started back in 2000. We had traveled to see my mom in a nursing home, and I was going down the hall and there were wheelchairs in the hall with people. Mm-hmm. And this one lady grabbed my hand and she said, don't go. And I said, well, I have to go. I said, I'm going to go see my mom. So I kind of pried her hand away and walked down to my mom's room and visited. And when we left and got in the car, I told my husband, I said, that really touched my heart. I said, they're so lonely, and I said, maybe someday I can do something like that and visit resident homes or something. And time passed, and in 2018, I was already on staff here at Cross of Christ. Mm-hmm. And Pastor Kevin came to me and he said, Alita, he said, I'd like to talk to you. He said, I have an idea. And I said, okay. Mm-hmm. And he explained, he said, I'd like you to work with me and Pastor Marty in doing ministry at Enclave and Merrill Gardens. So he explained it would be like a devotion and communion that the pastors would do, and I would do the setup and make sure that everybody was invited with cards and a letter from the pastors. So I would deliver those to both residence centers. Mm-hmm. And I still am amazed at how God worked in that plan, because I had no idea that's what he had in mind for me to do. Right. And it's been a blessing.
Well, that is so moving. Thank you for sharing that story with us, and just to hear how God has worked in your life to give you this desire to serve people in the way that you do today is tremendous. I'm grateful to him and grateful to you for stepping into that and serving people at Cross of Christ.
Thank you.
Do you have a story like that of Jesus opening up your eyes to his grace? I would love to hear it. Honestly, reach out to me. I would love to hear your story of him doing that for you in your life. We're making these videos about up, in, and out this week about in, because I'm asking you along with me to consider making a pledge to the General Fund of Cross of Christ for 2026. The General Fund is how we pay for staff salaries. It's how we pay for ministry expenses, for a space to meet for worship, for utilities, all the things that go into our ministry. It is what funds more stories of Jesus opening up people's eyes to his grace. So in this email, there is a link to an electronic pledge card. Before you fill that out, pray. Let God's word guide you. Jesus said, where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. So let God's word guide you. Pray. Talk about, what does generosity look like for me and for my family in 2026? And know that we aren't going to hold you accountable to what you pledge. We get it that life changes and things happen, good or bad, to us. This is really just a tool for us to be intentional in our generosity and in our giving. A way and a time to just stop and think about all that God has given us, and then respond in trust for 2026. And I know that through this ministry of Up and Out that God has given us, there will be more stories in 2026 of Jesus opening up people's eyes to his grace.